same environment, same findings, same dollar figure. Discovered before close, it was worth $733,000 to the buyer. Discovered after close, it would have cost them $751,000. That's a massive swing in the financials. Let me show you exactly how that works. Hey there, I'm Paul Lindbergh, president of Altaris Cloud. 17 years in Microsoft licensing and compliance, more than 600 audits personally. This is part of a six-part series on licensing risk in mergers and acquisitions. An ERP provider was acquiring a dealer management system company. We were brought in before close. We reconciled the environment and found gaps across 5 product lines. 480 SQL Server Enterprise 2 core packs, 527 SQL Server Standard 2 core packs, 1,584 Windows Server Data Center 2 core packs, 3,941 Office Professional plus subscriber access licenses, and over 26,000 remote desktop services subscriber access licenses. In all, $575,000 in license liability. Now watch what happens to that same number on 2 different timelines. Timeline 1, nobody checks, the deal closes, and an audit follows. License liability, $575,317. Add the 25% contractual charge, $143,829. Add the third-party auditor fee, estimated to be around $32,000. Total exposure, $751,000. All of it landing on the buyer after close, with no recourse and no counterparty left to negotiate with. Timeline 2. Altaris is brought in, and we find it before close. The gap becomes a negotiating instrument. Purchase price was reduced by approximately the full amount of the liability. The penalty and the auditor fees never happen because there is no audit. Those avoided costs alone were $175,000. Our fee for the engagement was $18,000. Total value delivered $733,000. The only difference between those two outcomes was when the findings came to light. Once you have a number, you have 4 ways to use it, and this is where good deal counsel earns their fee. 1, reduce the purchase price by the exposure. Cleanest option when the number is well supported. 2, escrow a portion of proceeds against the specific licensing exposure with a release schedule tied to remediation. 3, draft a specific indemnity for licensing with a survival period long enough to actually matter, not the standard 12 months, long enough to cover a realistic audit window. 4, require the seller to remediate before close as a condition of closing. And here's the part sellers miss. This is not a one-sided tool. A seller who gets ahead of this brings a clean, verified asset to market. They avoid a mid-diligence surprise that stalls the process. They avoid a retrade 3 weeks before signing. A seller who can hand a buyer a completed licensing reconciliation is negotiating from a position of strength, not defending one. Both sides do better when the number is known early. That is the whole argument. In the final video of this series, I walk through exactly what an assessment involves and how quickly it can be done. If there is Microsoft licensing anywhere in your deal, call before you close. As early as there's an LOI, Altaris Cloud, find us at altariscloud.com.